hope you guys are having a wonderful 4th of July weekend. By the time you see this, it will be 4th of July day. I am doing a roll of dice read, so let's see who's going next. It's Virgo. Alright, Virgos. What do y'all need to know? Virgos, I hope you're all doing well. Please remember, all of these are timeless and they are cross-watcher friendly. We talk about the past, the present, or the future. What does Virgo need to know? What does Virgo need to know? What's going on with Virgos in love? Virgos in love. Okay, Virgo, so the first card out is Moment. It came out in reverse, so I feel like you guys are not living in the moment right now. One second, Virgo, I'm going to get a sip of my drink. I'm thirsty. Pisces reading was like 25 minutes, so... Okay, thank you. So, it looks like you guys are not living in the moment right now. Could be that you are focused so much on the past or the future. Okay, maybe past relationship with this person where you're dwelling on things not working in the past, or other partnerships where things just did not work out and you really thought that they were, or now you're really like so fixated on, oh, I'm not going to find anyone, I'm going to grow up alone, things of that sort, Virgo. So let's see what else is going on. Okay, more messages for Virgo, please. Okay, we do have spiritual here, Virgo. Spiritual. So it says your spiritual journey is beginning. So some of you guys are undergoing a spiritual transformation at this moment. Could be that your person is finally getting on board and they are also going through a spiritual transformation as well. But I feel like this is mainly you. You know, you are maybe reflecting on past relationships as you are doing your shadow work and healing. You are reflecting on past relationships and what went wrong, what your role was and why things went wrong, maybe what your expectations were, as well as, you know, figuring out why you even attracted that specific energy in the first place. More for Virgo. Alright, so we have temptation and reverse. So it says, upright definition says, think carefully about the situation. So I feel like you're not really tempted by anyone right now, Virgo. You are really putting your focus on healing and really putting the focus on making sure that you are going to be in the place that when you do decide to put yourself back out there, you are in a healthy mind space, in a healthy state where you are emotionally independent, so you don't attract codependent people or narcissistic people. Because this might have been something that you've dealt with in the past, and now you are going through your spiritual transformation, really connecting with the divine in spirit and everything of that sort, and really trying to be a better version of your own self. Understanding what your self-worth is so you don't attract lower vibrations. Ooh, we got 2 cards for you. Ooh. We have a love, Virgo. So it says, love conquers all. So I feel like with you doing all of this, you are going to be attracting love coming in towards you fairly soon. Doesn't have to be fairly soon, but maybe within, by the end of the year, going into next year, okay? But we have openness, which came out in reverse. So Upright definition says be open to accept divine guidance in your relationships. So I feel like Virgos, a lot of you guys aren't necessarily going to be open to this love at this time. You really are making sure you're putting the focus on you, doing the things that you like to do, really putting the value within yourself, which is beautiful, but also you need to also be open to all possibilities. Okay, I think some of you guys have like a tunnel vision of healing and working. Healing, working, healing, working type of thing. For some of you, you might just be super focused on work. And now the divine is trying to get you to incorporate more of your spiritual side and get you to understand, you know, there's more than just your career. Okay, so take it as it fits here, guys. But all right, so we have enlightenment. Did come out in reverse. It says with enlightenment, there's no separation. We recognize that we are one with the divine. So I feel like, again, this is something that you are trying to kind of learn to figure out. You are going through a spiritual journey now, it looks like. So you might be in the beginning stages of this journey where you're just like, yeah, I'm good. I don't know. I'm trying to figure this all out type of deal because it's new to you, which is perfectly fine. But we want to make sure that we get to that being upright and we get to the openness being upright at least. Okay, but you are... Looks like you're doing pretty well for yourself, actually, Virgos. We have cards already flipped out from the last read. All right. Tell me about Virgo and their love life. Tell me about this love coming in for Virgo. Ooh, Virgo. Ooh, boy, Virgo. All right, Virgos. Looks like the spirit has been preparing you for this one. Okay, Virgo, we have confused. So you're going to be a little bit confused when this love comes in, I think, for you. Because you are focused, I feel like you are laser focused on really yourself and making sure you are a better version of yourself and not even expecting this to come in. But this person, I feel like, is going to be a mirror for you, Virgo. It says you challenge me. So I feel like that is the mutual energy. You guys challenge each other. You guys, and it's like a good feeling. It's not like, oh, you know, this is just a hard relationship. We don't mesh well type of deal. I feel like you guys complement each other very well. But, you know, you guys bring out the better versions of each other. Okay, is what I'm seeing here. We do have April, which is Taurus energy, and it is also Aries energy. We do have earth signs. It could be dealing with another earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or this is just confirming that this is your energy, Virgo, in this situation. We do have Aries, again, some more Aries energy. Could be dealing with someone who is an earth sign with Aries placements as well. But Virgo, we have twin flames. So you guys could be dealing with a twin flame, which would explain why you guys challenge each other, why you're undergoing this spiritual transformation, okay? Could be that the universe was preparing you for this. You had to go through a possibly a turbulent time in your life where you dealt with a karmic or a false twin, and now the universe is preparing you for the real deal. We do have energy never lies. So I feel like there is going to be a strong magnetic attraction here that just cannot be described. It's just something that is felt. We do have Gemini. So maybe something happened in Gemini season. You might have actually met this person, or you went through a difficult time in Gemini season or in April. Take it as it fits. But then we have the number 2. That could be when this person comes in, 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years, whenever may have you. Or you guys could be on life path number 2. We do have third party, which third party to me in this situation does feel more like work or limiting beliefs, not believing that you are deserving of this love, Virgo, because we do have like the openness being in reverse and you not living in the moment. So I feel like what might be holding up is possibly going to be you, Virgo. Okay, so alright, so we do have a younger man. We do have the card saying self-medicating. So the person you are connecting with, they might have their own demons that they need to work out for themselves as well. This could have been you, Virgo, though, as well. Okay, take it as it fits. But you guys could have been self-medicating with drugs, alcohol, maybe going out with other people. This could have been what you dealt with in the past with someone else, okay? They might have been indulging with third-party situations, and it was just something that you were not comfortable with. You weren't going to deal with it, so you had to kind of end that situation, and now you are focused on your healing. Then we also have the card saying, you are my fantasy. And we have the card saying bipolar disorder. So somewhere, someone, it could have been the person you were connected with prior to this, could be you, or this new person that is trying to come in for you that I feel like the divine has really orchestrated for you to be in a partnership with, could have bipolar disorder. So because of that, we do need to be sensitive, obviously, to people and their situations. But you know, I feel like this might have been a little bit of an issue, maybe somewhere with someone where maybe their emotions are up and down. They really didn't know what they wanted, so that's where like the disconnect kind of came, and where there was a little bit of disharmony in the situation. Alright, let's see what's going on with you on your soul. On a Virgo on a soul level. Okay. Virgo, all of these are in reverse. So we have self-esteem. It says, I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Okay, so Virgo, I feel like you really are working on, I'll put this in reverse again. I feel like you really are working on your self-esteem right now. Whatever you went through really feel like triggered you, and now you are working on yourself, really believing that you are deserving of love, deserving of all things, all the good things that do come to you. You know, I feel like you might struggle with your own self-worth and your own self-esteem. As you know, we're bombarded with images of what we are supposed to perceive as beautiful, and it really is like a one-size-fit-all category. Of course, there's more inclusion, but of course, you know, that standard, that beauty standard is still there, where we're like, oh, we need to be this way to be considered perfect. And I feel like that might be kind of where you are at, Virgo, where you might be comparing yourself to other people, or this is what your person is going through. Okay, we do have grief. So I almost feel like this grief card is really about grieving the old you. So it says, I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. So we have that in reverse. So some of you might have been grieving the loss of your old self, okay, as you go through this journey. You know, like I was saying to Pisces, we are programmed from birth to whenever we decide to go through our spiritual awakening. To basically have one mindset. We're programmed. We learn different things, and that shapes who we are. And so when we finally understand that we need to make changes, it could be really difficult, and it could be something where we start grieving our old selves, our old fantasy selves, possibly, from when we review our childhood, when we thought that our future selves would be a certain way and they're not, and then as our actual future selves, we have to grieve the version of ourselves that we always thought that we would be. Hopefully that made sense. But yeah, basically like grieve that we just didn't really go after maybe some of our dreams that we thought that we would, that our plans changed, that we couldn't be exactly what our childhood version of ourselves wanted for ourselves. Then we have growth. Came out in reverse. Upright definition says, I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. So for me, that just kind of feels like maybe you are struggling a little bit with your growth, Virgo. Okay, we do have you guys going through a spiritual awakening, right? But then we have the Enlightenment card in reverse. So maybe it's just that you are just starting off on this journey and you haven't really seen the growth. You're not really expecting too much from this whole experience, but you are at least willing to kind of see what happens. For others of you, you might not be seeing the growth that you necessarily expected to see after all this time, maybe being on this journey. And what I was telling Pisces as well was, you can't beat yourself up for things not working necessarily as fast as you expected them to. Gotta remember that is your ego mind talking. Okay, so things are working out in your favor. Slow and steady sometimes is the best way to go about things. Everything unfolds in divine timing, right? So you are doing great. Okay, there's a card that fell on the ground. We're not getting cards that fall. We have Cheetah. It says, get clear on your intention, stay focused, and move quickly to achieve your goal. So I feel like there just needs to be maybe some grounding that needs to be done here for you, Virgo, because it almost feels like you are in the energy of kind of being all over the place and trying to do too many projects at once, really focusing on like your spiritual side, everything in that sort, healing, and then also working and trying to maintain relationships. I do feel like you need to kind of prioritize, especially if you're like a single parent and trying to do all this. I do feel like it's important for you to kind of prioritize what is truly important to you. Figure out if you can have any wiggle room in your schedule. Make sure you are getting enough rest. But clearly set real goals for yourself and figure out what you truly want out of this experience. We do have Manatee. It says, accept the situation as it is rather than fighting to change it. So I feel like that is more so with you dealing with the past and the future. Okay, so the past is already done and over with. We learned from the past. Future is not set in stone yet. I feel like you are having a really hard time learning how to live in the moment and just appreciating things for how they are for who you are right now in this moment. I feel like you still dread from the polarity of the past and the future. I feel like you still regret some of the things that happened with your past self. Maybe you made bad investments, whatever may have you. But then on the flip side, you are worried about like the future, where you're thinking about retirement, having your family, if everything's going to work out, if you're not going to mess up your life. And I just feel like it's important for you to learn how to be in the moment. However that may go for you, whether that is just doing some meditations, doing something that brings you joy. Okay, so we do have Chameleon. So stay in the background and adapt to the situation rather than being conspicuous and attempting to direct the course of events. So I feel like that is basically divine saying, stop what you're doing, hold up, I got this for you, type of thing. I feel like we're just really here for the ride. The divine has our best interests at heart. They're making sure that everything is going to work in your favor for your highest good, but you need to believe that divine is truly here for you. All right, let's see what your self-care cards are. Okay, we have Rebel. So what I was telling Pisces is this reminds me of life path number 5. They are kind of considered rebels. It says it's time to celebrate the fact that you don't fit in. Stand on your own 2 feet. So you are on your spiritual journey. You don't fit in basically with what you used to know, with your old friends and family members, and that's okay. This is what's meant for you. You are on your divine path. We have needs. It says, do you need more time to yourself? A break from thinking too much? A kind encounter with a friend? Your needs matter and it's time to honor them. So again, like I was saying, I felt like you were kind of all over the place, Virgo, and trying to do too many things at once. You need to also focus on your own needs, on your own happiness, for you to live a fulfilling and beautiful life here. We do have kindness. It says, what if being kind to... Alright, sorry about that, guys. I had to go get my charger. So it says kindness. What if being kind to yourself really could change everything? So again, I feel like you are learning right now to be kind, basically, to yourself, like the card says. You're learning how to heal. You're learning how to speak to yourself better, really value who you are as a person. And I do feel like you are going to see amazing growth within yourself, Virgo, as well as in your self-esteem. You know, you are really maybe working on some self-love, maybe reading some workbooks or filling out some workbooks. There is one workbook that I do suggest. I am using it. It's called, what's it called? I don't have it with me, but I think it's called exactly the Self-Love Workbook for Women. That has helped me quite a bit. I'm about halfway done with it. So, yeah, I just think this is really all about you, Virgo, and you really finding your truth right now and really standing in your power for that love to come in for you to have something that is going to be truly beautiful. Okay, so let's see what zodiac signs you could be dealing with, Virgo. One more for Virgo. Thank you. you. Okay, Virgo, we have Saturn, which is Capricorn and Aquarius energy. We have Mercury, Gemini, and Virgo energy. We have Taurus. We have Libra. So it can be done for Libra, or this just means that the scales are going to be balanced in your favor, Virgo. We have Gemini. So also Gemini is about manifestation, so it could mean that your manifestations are coming in. Okay, I feel like I should actually talk about that since we did have 2 Gemini cards here. Then we have the Sun, Leo energy, which is the happiest card in the deck in traditional tarot. So could be dealing with a Leo, have Leo placements, or this just signifies that you are going to be happy. You are getting out of a dark period in your time, Virgo. So that is all I have for you. If you like this reading, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you next one. Bye, Virgo.